Hi and welcome to this week's Quickie. This week's Quickie is the June wrap-up. So let's get to talk about what we've already done this month. So the first topic for June was all about the muse, alter ego or scapegoat. For a bit of help on this one, I reached out to some of my writing buddies and asked them for their opinions about whether their muse was an alter ego or whether it was just a scapegoat for getting away with doing stuff. I think the general consensus was that our muses are definitely alter egos, and the majority of us saw our muses as being very separate from our own identities. So, yes, definitely go watch that one if you missed it. The next topic for June was all about playlists for my books, where I talked about the music that inspires me and how I put my playlists together. And last week's topic was book stats, where I discussed how many books I have as a work in progress, how many I have completed waiting to be published, and how many are probably never going to get published at this rate. So that's what happened in June. So writing this month, I've actually got some writing done. Can you believe it? I don't know. So this week I've managed to write for Wraith, for the Hierarch series, for Silent Princess, and for Fast Hearts. So the muse has definitely been on some good juice this week, and we've been inspired to get some writing done. And if we haven't done any writing, we've done planning and plotting and all the fun stuff that comes before the writing. Okay, so June goals. What did I manage to achieve? Let's have a look. So my first goal for June was to continue editing of Shadow and Light and Sin's Child. We can tick those off. Definitely managed to do those, and they're still being published on Radish. If you're not reading it, go check it out. Then I was very specific about what I wanted to work on this month. The muse sort of cooperated. We did write another chapter on Wraith. Tick. We wrote some more on Leaf, not a full chapter, but we got some writing on it done. So there was some writing progress on there. So we can tick that one off as well, I think. For Glimpse, yes, I wrote a little bit on that. Yet again, didn't write a full chapter, but I got some done on it, which, having not written on that one for quite some time, was good. I was happy with that. And my last one was for the Hierarch series. Now, anyone who follows the Hierarchy page, the Domi Room, would know that I did manage to get some work done on the Hierarch series. Not on the book that I was planning to actually work on, but there was some work done on it. So I would say that I achieved most of my goals for this month. Yeah. My July goals, I'm going to continue editing of Shadow and Light, but that one's actually nearing the end now. So I think I need to add in that I will start edits on Silver Rogue. Once I finish off Shadow and Light, I will start going through my beta readers' notes about Silver Rogue and starting to edit that one. That one's probably going to take some time, so I can't guarantee that it's going to be showing up in July on Radish, but it will show up probably in early August. I will also continue editing Sin's Child and posting that to Radish. My writing goals will be to write another chapter on Wraith, to write another chapter on Fast Hearts, to write another chapter on Silent Princess, and to write another chapter on Hierarchy. Now, because I've worked on Silent Princess and Fast Hearts this week and now set them as a goal for next month, more than likely I won't end up working on them at all. But I've put them down, so let's see if the muse wants to cooperate and keep continuing with those stories and get some more written. The other item was to read 2 books. Now, that was also on my June goals, and I actually did get some reading done. So I finished reading Alexandra's Torres All-In series, which actually was 2 books in the series. So I'm going to tick that one as done because I've I've read those 2 books. So this month I also want to read 2 books. I want to get started on Assassin's Prey, which is a sequel to a book I was reading at the beginning of the year. And then I picked up on a book about Circe, which was the goddess in mythology who Finn from the Hierarch series is actually based as being a descendant of. So I saw that book and thought, hey, yeah, I'm going to pick that up and have a read, because I did a lot of research about Circe when I was writing about Finn. So I want to see what someone else came up with based on their research of the same character. It'll be interesting. It looks like a really interesting book. So they're my goals for July. Okay, so what's coming up next week? Next week I'm actually going to be away in the Hunter with my friends for the wine festival. So because of that, I won't be able to sit here and actually film or pre-film a video for you, because I'm going to be busy all weekend. Like, you know, at a wine festival. I'm sure you can guess what I'm going to be doing. So what I think I'm going to do is actually do a live one with my friends from the wine festival, or from our apartment the night before the wine festival, or the night after the wine festival. That one could be dangerous. Anyway, I'll work it out. I'm going to do something next week still, and it's actually going to be about friends and how they've influenced my writing. What a great topic to have, I think, because one of the comments I get about my writing is the fact that the friend in my books tends not to be just the pain in the ass slut. They're actually decent characters who give advice and act like real friends. Imagine that. I don't know. Anyway, so I think it's worthwhile you seeing the people who actually act like that for me, who are my real friends, who give me advice and are there to prop me up every time I want to fall down. Although probably not at the wine festival. Hopefully we prop each other up during that instance. So that's going to be next week's topic. Very quick and sweet. The first question. What are the names of the completed books that haven't been published yet? Okay, not so quick and sweet, because now I've got to go over to my Trello and have a quick look. So the ones that haven't been published yet, the ones that are up on Radish are Boundary, Cassidy and Holmes, which are the sequels to Henderson, Phased, which is the first book in the Ravenswing trilogy, Best Man, which has been published, but I've actually now added to that book with the epilogue and started its own trilogy, so yeah. Buried and Forgotten, which is up on Radish, and Sin's Child, which is going up on Radish as we speak. The ones that haven't been revealed to the public yet are Silver Rogue, which none of you have seen except for my beta readers, Rain, which if you followed me on Wattpad over a year ago, you would have come across that one, Halos, same deal as Rain, Protective Instinct, same deal as Rain, Proudia, same deal as Rain, and Exodus, which is the 4th book in the Hierarch series. So those ones are all complete and haven't been republished or put up on Radish yet. So they're the ones that are sitting there. That's that it? Question answer? Yes. Okay. Question 2. If Ty is getting rid of that guy, why can't she go back? He makes me so angry with him. Okay, so for those of you who are reading Of Shadow and Light, in a recent chapter this week, there was an incident where Mess ran into a guy from her past who she didn't remember at all. Tynan lost his temper and has told her that she can't come to his workplace again. Now, so basically, even though Ty is getting rid of that guy because of what he did to Mess in the past, the reason that actually has nothing to do with why Ty won't let her come back to the office. The reason he won't let her come back to the office is because Ty lost his temper and potentially could have exposed themselves to the humans because of that. So his concern is more about the effect mess has on him emotionally that could expose them to their human colleagues, and that's why he won't let her come back to the office. So it actually had very little to do with that guy. Well, it obviously was to do with that guy because that's what set him off, but the potential is there that something else could happen, and Ty just feels it's best not to have her out there in the human world in a situation that could expose them. I think going forward though, once everything got settled between them, because you've got to remember Ty is very cavemanish in his attitude right at the point in time, which Pride explained why the Slua become like that when they first mate, and why they don't mate anymore because of that. So the way he's behaving is because of that, and I think once that goal is achieved, he would change his attitude about being so jealous and possessive, etc. Or maybe he wouldn't. We don't know. Anyway, that answers that question. So, that's all I've got for you this week. I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm going to go back and keep working on Fast Hearts because that's where the muse is today. I've already written half a chapter this morning before getting on and filming this. So, yes, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I shall see you next weekend in a happy mood, hopefully, from The Hunter. And you might get to meet some of my friends, depending if they're willing to be seen on camera or not. So, girls, if you're watching, you might want to get your stuff together ready to be, filmed. Okay, have a great weekend. Bye.